Hello? Hello? Anyone there? Okay. Hey, what's going on? It's Inventor here, and I'm doing a 1 to 60 on the Chain Lightning Sorcerer for Diablo 4 Season 7. Season of Witchcraft has unraveling the mystery of the missing heads, pursuing the whispers to hunt the head rotten, and earning wild witchcraft powers and occult gems as part of its seasonal mechanics and other surprises. For leveling in this run, we're going to go between the seasonal questline and headhunts and see how fast we can reach Torment 1. In case you don't know what headhunts are a seasonal zone that works similar to Hell Tides but contain a lot of whispers and a new monster type called Headrotten. Anyway, I consider this build to be a bit worse for leveling because it eats up a lot of mana and has weaker damage. So for the entire run, start to finish, we're playing on normal. Also, as it so happens, the XP from the seasonal questline and whispers are not affected by the difficulty, so I essentially just need to focus on speed farming here. Headhunts still remain the go-to way to level, and you could easily run them all the way to level 60 if you want, but you should do at least the first quest on the questline to gain access to reputation rewards from the Coven. Since last season, not much changed with Chain Lightning specifically, but the Sorcerer class had some reworks to its passive nodes since most Sorcerers played some variation of a Conjuration build due to the extra damage it used to give. So now there are some passive nodes that work for all skills and not just for one particular element. For example, this Inner Flames used to work for fire skills specifically, but now it works for all of your skills. So we're going to start by equipping our pet and hiring a mercenary. Let's pull up the pet. And then we're going to head over to the den first. And the reason why we're hiring a mercenary first is so that we can build up their renown from the very beginning. Aldkin in particular has some skills that bring us some resource, so I'm going to use that this time. Also, it's nice to switch it up. And I can also gain renown as I bring these NPCs with me. So here I'm going to hire Aldkin as a mercenary. I already... I think I was already using Aldkin, so I have some of his stuff already leveled up. Well, yeah, so let me just... well, I'll deal with this after. So I'm going to use Aldkin as my hired mercenary, and then I can get one reinforcement. So I'm going to use, oh, let's say Subo. I think I can use him as a mercenary here. Actually, no, I'm gonna use Variana. I actually really like Variana as a reinforcement, just because she has the harpoons. I really like the ancient harpoons, and I can tie that to one of my skills later. But yeah, we'll deal with mercenaries later. But that's the first thing we got to do. We got to pick up a mercenary from the beginning here. And then I'm going to go back to Gayakul, and then I'm going to try to begin the seasonal quest once I talk about some of the other things I have to note for a season start. So, yeah, like I said, starting off, we did the equipping the pet. There's also reward caches to keep in mind. Oh, and smoldering ashes whenever you have them. I happen to have more smoldering ashes that I picked up from uh, playing my other characters, so I will activate that here. Of course, if I didn't have these ashes, it would just take a little bit longer, but this will help speed up our leveling process a bit. Season journey. Again, I already have some of these objectives completed, but as you play through the game, you can turn these in whenever if you feel like your gear is weak and that you need some upgrades. And perhaps most of all, if you end up running strongholds for some reason, then you should save the renown and then turn it in as late as possible, ideally at level 59 when you're trying to get directly up to level 60. That'll save you the most amount of XP because renown is scaled with your level. Now we can get into the fun stuff. So abilities here, right? So on my skill tree, I'm going to be playing Chain Lightning. Previously, I would level a bit of Firebolt so that I could use it for burning damage later, but since they kind of reworked the way it's used as an enchantment, I'm actually going to just do Arc Lash instead. Having Arc Lash on my bar helps me for some of my later passive nodes, which give more damage if I have shock skills on my skill bar. And of course, if I don't have mana, then I can use Arc Lash to generate me mana, at least for the time being. Chain Lightning here. We're going to get 1 point Flame Shield, Teleport, Ice Armor, and Enhanced Ice Armor here. And I still have 2 more points. I'm going to do Enhanced Chain Lightning and Destructive Chain Lightning. In the past, I used to do Greater Chain Lightning to increase its damage, but while I was doing some experimenting with leveling, I have a new build that relies on Crackling Energy, not for the damage, but because it helps generate us mana, which is one of the limiting factors for this build early on. So we're going to see that in action later. So yeah, again, there's a Chain Lightning oriented build. We already have 3 of the skills that we want on it, and then I think the last one will probably be an ultimate, like Unstable Current or something. Yeah. All right. Now we can talk about aspects and tempering. Again, this is for our gear later on. Now, there are a bunch of aspects that we can try to keep an eye out for. So in this case, for example, aspect of the Unbroken Tether and Lightning Rod. Those are 2 pretty important aspects for this build. And then on the resource side, there's also recharging aspect. So these are the ones that we want, but there's a lot of other offensive aspects that I could use to boost my damage, like aspect of elements, inner calm, probably aspect of retribution. Well, yeah, aspect of retribution too, because I stun monsters, sure. Right, conceited, edge masters, and there's one other one. Oh, right, elementalists. That one I don't have available right now because this is my first sorcerer for the season, so I haven't had a chance to unlock any sorcerer-specific aspects. So those are all of the aspects that I can think of right off the top of my head that I would need. As we find more, maybe we'll throw on more. There's also like some defensive ones, but again, there aren't really any that are like a necessity for this build. You could say disobedience is nice to have, but the rest of them don't really matter all that much. As for tempering, okay, so keep in mind that, of course, natural finesse, right? I really do wish I could favorite these recipes, but Natural finesse is, of course, the most important one, at least early on. Later on down the line, if I can get, let's say, shock finesse, then I would run that instead. But since I have natural finesse at legendary, I'd probably be using that well over shock finesse, unless I can somehow get shock finesse to legendary too. Well, yeah, that's for offensive tempering. There's also resource tempering, and resource tempering happens to have resource cost reduction. Resource cost reduction is super important. If I can get like rare or legendary rings, I will slam resource cost reduction on it immediately to try to make the mana cost and Chain Lightning a little bit more reasonable. And I'm also going to prioritize mana per second on all my equipment as well. Just note that I have a bunch of aspects and tempers already, or tempering recipes unlocked, but it's way too difficult to keep track of which ones I have or don't have, so I'm just going to use whatever's available from the other characters that I've played up until this point. And then lastly, we have elixirs and incense. I don't have any elixirs or incense yet, but I will be getting them later on. Just a nice reminder, you should use elixirs and incense to boost your XP whenever whenever you happen to come across them. So yeah, the leveling process here is simple. I'm gonna actually skip through the quest line. If you're at all interested in the quest line stuff,
Then come.
if you're interested in the questline stuff and actually listening to all that dialogue, I went through every single piece of dialogue with my companion druid, so you can go and fetch that if at all you're interested in any of the like the actual quest or the story behind all of this seasonal content. But in this case, the sole goal is to get through this as quickly as we can. So that's what we're gonna do. Oh, yeah, no, search for the head. I'm just gonna go right to the end here. This last one.
The head is inside. Quickly, we have to cut it out.
A fugitive had emerged, cut off from the front of the tree. I wonder if... Oh, I guess I still have to kill all these other monsters beforehand. Okay. Oh, yeah, right, leveling process. So while I kill these monsters, I want to talk about the leveling process. The leveling process for this run is exceedingly simple. Normally, I would do the Codex powers first, and then I would do the class-specific quest, and then I'd run like Hell Tides or whatever the seasonal zone is, and then do like strongholds at the end, right? But this season, you can just skip the Codex. Well, in this case, I'm going to skip the Codex, and I'm going to do the class quest when available, and then otherwise just alternate between seasonal questline and headhunts. Now, you might be a little surprised by this, because why would I need to do the class-specific quest, considering that the developers had said during the campfire chat that, oh, you don't really need to do the class-specific quest once you've unlocked it on your account. Well, it turns out that whenever I do try to do any sort of... Well, they said that, yeah, like as soon as you make it level 15, you'd have it right away, but that's definitely not the case. I played Druid, I played Barb, and in neither of those cases did I have... And I know people who played Sorcerer or Necro, and in none of these cases it, like, was the class mechanic unlocked as soon as you reach like level 15, or in the case of Necro, like level 25. You actually still have to go and do the quest. You do get a reward cache, but that does not at all line up with what it was that they said was going to happen. So, yeah.
I apologize.
Nation, what was that thing?
This head was
I can go Frost Nova, actually. Vulnerable, restores 10%. Hitting a boss with Frost Nova grants 100% of my mana? Okay, well, I didn't realize that they changed Frost Nova like that. In that case, yeah, I'd love to take Frost Nova as my last skill, and then much later, I'd like to replace Arc Lash with Unstable Current, and I think that'll round out my character. So, like I had said, we're just going to try to speed through everything here. I think I had already talked about... I already talked about everything that I wanted to. I did all the early well, yeah, all the stuff that I need to talk to at the about like the very beginning of my run, so that we're on the same page. That's done and over with, so
Good. You have
I can just
fought
focus on
high.
leveling now. With any luck, maybe we can finish this in under 4 hours. Is kind of what I'm aiming for. And yeah, this time I have witchcraft powers. Uh, this is the one thing I'll pretend that I haven't unlocked much of. So I'll put Aura of Siphoning. I have like 25 Restless Rot. That's like the one witchcraft power I would need, because just to kind of show you what it does, Aura of Siphoning deals poison damage around me every second, and it also scales with weapons damage. So yeah, there you go. So talk to all these. I visited that. Collect Grim Favors. So now I gotta go to the seasonal zones and do some, well, yeah, do some grunt work, I guess. What's this one? Yeah, I'll go here. 25 minutes should be plenty. Ideally, you'd want to do the ones that, the headhunt that spawned most recently, so you had the most time. They show up every 10 minutes. Yeah, they show up every 10 minutes and last for 40 minutes. But in this case, we're just gonna pick this one because it was the first available one that I found that wasn't about to end. So again, in case you're not familiar with all these whispers or these headhunt zones, you can see there's like a dozen different whispers that you can do, and a number of different tasks associated with them. So, like the one that I'm doing right now, I just need to pick up 7 herbs, and then I'm gonna go to the Scouring Cauldron right over here, and then I activate this, and these, like a monster will spawn that I need to hit, and then I think the mission's complete. Yep, there you go. So Whisper is silenced. I still have one Grim Favor that I need to do in order to satisfy the requirement here. So maybe I'll do this one. This one should be pretty simple. Seek Hidden Head Rot. Yeah, even though some of these Whispers are worth 1 Grim Favor, that doesn't mean necessarily that they take less time to complete than one that's worth 3. So like guiding these animals back is usually pretty quick. It usually takes me like under 30 seconds. But then having to, like, for example, do the Seek Hidden Head Rotten or Slay, well, that's not a good example. Save Entangled Villagers. Usually that one takes me a little bit longer than 30 seconds. There's also like wisps here. This one's kind of annoying. I'm trying to find it. Okay, well, I can't. Oh, yeah, here. There's one where you have to like follow wisps around. That one's one of the more annoying ones. I usually skip that. And as a general rule of thumb, when I'm running the whispers in this area or in the headhunt areas, I aim for 20 Grim Favors for each. Yeah. I'll come back here later, but I want to keep doing the questline stuff. Yeah, so like I said, as a general rule of thumb, I aim for 20 Grim Favors. What that usually entails is I do 5 of the Grim Favor, or 5 of the Whispers that are worth 3 Grim Favors, and then I do this one here, Fugitive, where I have to slay the Husk. That's like the boss that can spawn in the zone. And usually when I do the other Whispers, that one will inevitably show up. We have Remember the Coven, so I'm just gonna skip this and inspect one of the altars. And I gotta speak with Galena.
Now we.
And then we gotta go to Silent Root Hold, which, funny enough, is where I just departed from. Hey, Cam, what's up, dude? Yeah, this time my chat does seem to be working. I'm gonna guess from, like, is it Twitch is saying that. Well, yeah, I don't think you rated me this time, right? Just double checking, because I can see your message. I don't know if there's anything else that's hidden that I haven't yet seen. Oh wait, no, this is the wrong area. Whoops. Thought that I was in the last. I wasn't. Just a message? Okay, good to know. Alright, this is perfect. This is a good time to... I don't usually raid the same person twice in a row. That's a good policy to abide by. It's nice to spread the love when it comes to raids. I wouldn't know. I don't think I've carried out a raid, but I know that other people have done raids and like to spread out who they give their raids to. Anyway, but yeah, this is great timing. It's nice that you showed up now because I actually, like, as a stark contrast to yesterday when I was just ending a 16-hour run. This time I'm actually just starting a new one on the Sorcerer. I don't know if I should be able to make it all the way to 60 this time. Um, I just don't, well, yeah, but we'll see what happens. But I figured I'd come by and say, no, 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 I'm not doing another 20-hour run. Forget that, nah. I'm just here to, hold on a second. I want to do +1 minor rewards. Nice. Yeah, I am only here to do this run, and that's it. And this will probably take me, what, 4 hours? I'm aiming for 4 hours. I want to see if I can go 1 to 60 and then make it into pit tier 20. And, well, yeah, in under 4 hours, basically. But I think that's, that might be reaching a little bit. But, you know, you gotta aim high if you can. At least that's what I'm trying to do. Oh, +2 mana on kill, nice. Just ended at 6 hours of Minecraft tonight. Yeah, I saw that. I saw you were streaming earlier. How? I didn't get a chance to swing by. How was your stream? What was yeah. What'd you end up doing? And did you play with others, or was it just you? +1 major rewards. On this side, I'll get 3 points at the glass cannon, and then I can start. Actually, no. Hold on. Let me take off these points, and I should actually be putting it into here and here. So now I can get mana from the crackling energy. Okay. That's pretty good working on building a mod pack with a friend. Okay, well, that's awesome. Very productive. We've been playing it naturally to see if we encounter bugs or issues. That's cool. Yeah, good on you for playtesting your own stuff. That's awesome. Sounds like it's like a lot of fun too, so hope that you enjoyed yourself. Yeah. Legendary helm. I was hoping for a weapon, but this will do for now. Just waiting until my gear is legendary, and then I don't have to look at picking up equipment anymore. So, yeah, but I'm doing great though. Thanks for asking. I mean, maybe not great, just good. Again, really enjoying just playing the game right now. I think that's mainly it. You know, new season came out. I've been really looking forward to this since last season. Because last season I feel like Spiritborn was kind of took over, right? And so this season I was hoping that it would be a little bit more reasonable. Yeah, I was hoping that the balance between each of the classes is better than before, and I don't know, I mean, I was at least able to make it to Torment 4, as you saw yesterday. So now all that's left is to figure out if the other characters are able to pull off the same thing. Okay, wait a sec. We're gonna get this. Yeah. Did they... No, I had a blast, only got off because he's the host, he got too tired. I see, that's fair, yeah. I know sometimes you do like slightly longer streams than others. I'm clearing the Butcher right now because I'm actually hoping for a weapon. Otherwise I would skip Butcher, but I still need... I actually still do need like a better weapon. He's prone to dropping like some pretty good legendary items. They reworked him recently so that he doesn't just drop garbage anymore. No, I take it back. Still no, there we go. Legendary staff. That's exactly what I was looking for. So now I can use this. And it even has 74... Well, it has 3 rolls that I actually need. And it also comes with the, if I don't have any defensive skills on my bar, then I do like almost double the damage now. So I might use that actually. Hold on a second. These 3 go bye-bye. And we can respec 1, 2, 3, and then throw it back into here for now. Okay. And a unique, yeah, I mean, it gives Butcher's cleaver. He always gives Butcher's cleaver. But yeah, I never really paid too much attention to Butcher's cleaver because you can't really use it anyway, right? At least not for this character class. Other characters can use it, but it's not a very useful unique. I don't know any build that uses Butcher's cleaver. Like, it's a unique, yay, great, but it doesn't really have any modifiers that you care about, as far as I know. Well, actually, it's not entirely true. It does have 71% physical damage, so if I were playing Barbarian, I could actually throw maybe 2 of those on my one-handed weapon slots, and that would allow me... sure, I'll just grab everything, 'cause I'm going to salvage anyway. If I were to make, like, a new character, like a new Barb, then, yeah, if I had, like, 2 of them, then that's, like, an extra 150% bonus physical damage, which is kind of nutty. So, yeah. Did they even do any balancing this season? Yeah, they definitely did do some balancing. Spiritborn, some of the bugged interactions that was causing Spiritborn to do unintended amounts of damage, like a million percent, sorry, million times more damage more. Those were fixed. Particularly, they got rid of, or they fixed Viscous Shield. Viscous Shield was the thing that was giving a lot more damage than intended, but I mean, now what that means is that oh yeah, and they nerfed Rod of Capellique, which is what everyone was using. So now I think this season they also buffed a lot of the other classes too, and because of that, I think now Bloodwave Necro is like top dog this season, at least as far as people were predicting, like Rob's predictions in particular. Uh, Hoda Barb, or I think it was Hoda Quake. So Hoda with Earthquake. And then the last one was the Druid with the ultimate skill Cataclysm. I think those were the 3 that were like really supposed to be really strong this time around. Again, those numbers are prone to change, but that's just my understanding of how the season's going right now. I still don't have legendaries for these, and I don't have like a unique or legendary ring, but we'll fix that a little later. And I'm also going to take the time to temper too. I should temper this for... I don't believe I get anything useful from utility, so I can just focus purely on offensive this time around, and resource. Plus damage, and it's like plus 40% damage because this is my like 3rd character, right? Natural Finesse is already pretty kitted out, but I can't do anything about that. I'm just gonna use it as is. Natural Finesse, and I got plenty of materials too. Yeah, I have way too many materials. Collect room favors. Okay. We're gonna head back to where we had come from earlier. It was this area, I remember. And then we're gonna go finish the some of the whispers there. Might have to get back into playing Diablo. Good. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad that they did a bit of rebalancing. But I think I talked about this yesterday. I do feel like there's still some issues that they should try and do something about in the game. Okay, there we go. Now my Chain Lightning is going crazy. Let's see, what other things can I... What other things can I pick up here? Oh, I know. I can get Inner Flames. I already have Glass Cannon, so I'll do 3 into Inner Flames. Increase damage while healthy. That's pretty easy to maintain. Just keep my distance for now, and then later I can just use Ice Armor and Flame Shield. Yeah, there you go. See, Crackling Energy is giving me some stuff here. Oh, right, and I totally forgot about my Mercenary. I'm supposed to actually activate... I'm supposed to try to get some resource from this guy. This guy's supposed to help solve some of my early mana problems. I think there was something here that... Ah, yeah, this one. Ember's Gift. I need Firestorm and... and then I'm supposed to get Ember's Gift. Yeah, this is the one I wanted. Cool. And then Varyana. Varyana, I can attach this to... It doesn't even really matter right now. The Arc Lash. Yeah, okay. I'm just burnt out after spending so long on last season. I might just miss this season. You said after spending so much time last season. We didn't even really... I don't really play that much last season, though. Are you talking about, like, the season before? The one where you had the crazy Bone Spirit Necro? Because last season I didn't really see you on at all. I mean, like, I know we played together, but aside from that, I don't think you were really playing very much. At least not as far as I know. Unless there's something I'm missing here. Collector and favors. Yeah, this is definitely bugged. Like,
It is done.
the number of... Here it says I've collected only 4 Grim Favors, but that last one that I turned in was worth 3, so very curious as to how that count actually works. I'm like right beside the Venus moats here, so we'll go and clear this real... What? How did... You're kidding me. When they hit me while I'm climbing, it forces me right back down? Is that why I can't go up? How many seasons have I missed? I played... Yeah, I know you played in the Spiritborn season, but I don't think you played that much in the Spiritborn season, right? A lot of time in the Spiritborn season. That's funny. Spiritborn season, like, we played together. And, like, when we played together, it was, like, the only time I saw you really on. But, whatever. I'm not gonna nitpick or argue on that one. It doesn't... if you're burnt out, you're burnt out. Like, I'm not gonna try and say, come on, man. The game is in a great state. You should play. Because the truth is that, like, while I am enjoying this season a lot, I also wouldn't necessarily say, recommend it to people just because I myself am enjoying it. That's my 2 cents about it. Expose roots. Maybe I should run these exposed roots. I think I should always do these exposed roots, actually, because they spawn so many monsters. You have 3 to 4 60s from that season, if I remember correctly. Okay. I thought it was the one before where you burnt yourself out on, where you had, like, your Bone Spirit Necro that was doing, like, over 1 billion damage. Now, like, 1 billion damage is more trivial, right, with all the multiplicative damage modifiers that they have. But, yeah, like, last season... Well, before last season, yeah, like, 1 billion damage is crazy, so I remember, like, acknowledging that. You must have put a lot of work into getting to 1 billion damage, or more than 1 billion damage, even. Well, either way, yeah, that's up to you. If you have the itch for Diablo, then great. If you have the itch for ARPGs, then sure. But even among ARPGs, I think we talked about how there's, like, no, wait. It's Path of Exile for you, yeah. Path of Exile is kind of a nice alternative. And for me, I was playing a bit of, like, Last Epoch. That was fun, too. Got a chance to try that finally after so long. I want to say recently, but that was like half a year ago. Not really all that recent, I guess. You can't... Yeah, I came back for Spiritborn was okay because new season, new character, so it was different. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, no, there's definitely no new character this season. And... yeah, it's a new season and there's, like, new seasonal stuff to do and you actually get powers this time around. Like, you haven't yourself gotten powers since season... I want to say season 2, right? Like, season 3, you got Celestial Construct, but that's not exactly... Well, not really buffing your own self. You're buffing, like, a pet. So, yeah, it's been, like, 5 seasons since you last had powers, so... Yeah, the game's in a... Well, I mean, the game's in a state now where I guess they can afford to actually bring back these, like, powers and all. Okay, Enchantment Quest is available, so I'm gonna go back to Tree of Whispers just to salvage everything, then I'm gonna go try to do the class quest. And after the class quest, then we're just gonna grinding seasonal quest line and this back to back. Now the thing is, Oh, there we go. Nice. Ooh, got boots here that are legendaries. This one has crit strike chance on it. Um, Here, hold on a second. Let me actually focus for a bit so I can figure out what I want and don't want. Yeah, mana per second is most important. This thing should always be upgrading my weapon whenever I get a better one. I should also always do this. Sorting by, yeah, sorting by the maximum amount of damage here. Okay, and we have finally 2 legendary rings and a collection of 2-handed weapons, and this cache only gives us magic stuff, so I'm probably gonna sell or salvage all of those, but okay.
How can I
We're gonna salvage everything except for this one set of gloves. Now I gotta temper real quick. So I think resources more important. I need resource cost reduction. Yeah, resource cost reduction. Resource cost reduction. That one's resource generation. Let's see if we can do a little better than that. Resource generation. Well, that's not good. Resource cost reduction. Nice. And yeah, I'd ideally like to imprint something onto these. I mean, I have the materials for it, so I should just do it. Aspect of the Umbral. Yeah, sure. Let's throw it on.
Exquisite.
And then this one, I don't really have any other resource-related aspects, so for this one, we're just going to aspect of the elements. So tenuous destruction is the only one that I know that I would have gotten by now, because I just salvaged one for it. Yeah, we'll just throw this on for now. And now that I have those aspects, I can try to temper offensive damage rolls. Natural finesse. Same thing with this one. We're going to try to roll damage. We got damage on both of them. It's excellent. And yeah, the rest of these I'm looking for mana per second. So we're going to switch it out as we get those. But this one, kind of want to try tempering this one real quick. Damage to close. Damage to close. Damage to close. Damage to distant. And this one didn't quite roll. Oh yeah, okay, roll damage on the last try. I can give up 1.7% resource cost reduction for that. So now my Chain Lightning is getting 10% and 9% resource cost reduction for a total of 22%. Hey, not bad. Oh yeah, and then for my weapon, I'm gonna put on natural finesse on this, of course. And I don't need to temper any aspect onto it. Okay, raw damage. And then incinerate. What do I have? I have like inner calm, right? Sure. Let's just pretend like I managed to actually earn inner calm. Although there's like the other one. Ah, no, never mind. I don't have that unlocked yet. Okay. We're done here. We gotta speak to Galena real quick.
the ritual join?
Perform the ritual. I'm just gonna go in here. Remember correctly, yeah, I came back for Speedrun was okay because news. So, yeah, I mean, last season was like did bring back a lot of people, and I think that it could have had a lot more staying power if they didn't leave Spiritborn as broken as it was, because I feel like that just trivialized a lot of what could have made the game like quite enjoyable. Grinding to Torment 4 last season was quite the challenge. It took me like 30 hours. Like, you were there for that. I think I talked about this yesterday too. But now this season it's like way easier. Like, I actually beat it in like under 16, well, 17 hours, but could have been quicker about it if I'd wanted to. Okay, there we go. Ngari blood, and then I have to trace the circle. I remember this. Again, I've already done all this stuff once, so I know how it works. The game was insanely difficult with each class except Spiritborn. I wish it was insanely easy. Yeah, it really did feel like you were playing two separate games, like two completely different games based on which class you were picking, right? Um, like Torment 4 was actually quite challenging if you weren't playing Spiritborn, which I think was cool. I actually think that was great. Uh, it actually kind of makes me hope. Like I was thinking about it today while I was grabbing food, and it makes me kind of hope that they either rescale Torment or that they add like Torment 5 and Torment 6. Like I don't want it to have like so much. I mean, there's like so many Torment difficulties already, but oh, yo, this boss is going down super fast. Yeah, I just feel like there's like Torment 4 at this point is kind of trivial to get to. Well, maybe not trivial, but I can get there within like a day or two, so I feel like there should be some other stretch goal to work towards. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking about that. Anyway, okay, so we did this part of the seasonal quest line. I can turn the Tree of Whispers and talk to her, but I think what I'm gonna do is do the class-specific quest now. In fact, I should have done that before I came here, but I had forgotten about that. Okay. Yeah, and I really do wonder if we can clear this in under 4 hours. I don't think I'll be able to, but I'll try. I will really try. I think one of the most troublesome things about leveling like this, because when I played Thorns Barb, like my previous run, when I was doing the Thorns Barb, I was only doing the headhunts. I was only killing monsters in headhunts and turning in the whispers, and I didn't bother to even touch the seasonal quest line. Just which turned out to be a mistake. Like you should at least, if nothing else, you should at least do the first quest so that you can actually get some you can get the rewards from the Coven for like reputation and all. But I didn't do it, and because of that, I spent all my time in headhunts. But I was getting XP very quickly because I'm just like killing monsters and then turning in the whispers, killing monsters, turning in whispers, and there was that kind of crazy loop. But doing it with this method, I also gain like 1 level for every side quest I do. It's pretty much like 1 level. So
Please forgive the men.
I'm hoping that, yeah, I'm hoping that this method, because this is what I did with the companion druid, and I ended up at like level 55. But it took me like 6 hours total, but that's because I was like listening to all the dialogue and I was still figuring stuff out, and I didn't have any materials. But this time, I have plenty of materials. I've already done all the dialogue, and now it's just a question of making it to the end here, uh, making it all the way to level 60. So yeah, but yeah, hopefully one day they'll strike like a proper balance. I really do hope that PoE 2 maybe like lit a fire under them where they realize that oh, they can't get away with just doing like silly things. But I mean, at the end of the day, I think that doesn't even matter. I think that yeah, like PoE 2 came out and it's talk of the town right now, but there might come a point where people will just come right back to Diablo 4. Uh, yeah, I mean Diablo 4 is the bigger game. Um, so at least at the moment, who knows? Maybe we can switch in the future. Oh yeah, if I hold the mechanical box, then I run a lot more quickly here. Oh, it's not cursed. It is what it is. I'll probably come back for next season. We shall see. Okay. Yeah, for me, I'm actually really excited for this season because this season has like the main method of leveling is tied to the Tree of Whispers, and I love whispers. I love running whispers. When season 2 was around and everyone was spamming domain tunnels as a leveling method, I was just doing whispers. It took me a lot longer, but I really enjoy whispers. I just wished at the time that whispers actually gave more XP, but at the time they sort of didn't. Oh, I almost made it. I need to get food and get some sleep. I'll be lurking while I eat for you. Oh, I appreciate you, man. Okay, well, have a good rest. Well earned after a long stream. I'll be joining you eventually once I finish things up here, of course. So, here are the codex pages. Go abandon shack. And we'll put in our skill points and do the whole emote thing while we wait for the dialogue. Every time I stun, or attempt to stun a boss. Okay, yeah, this could be really strong for leveling. I feel like that this was reworked. I don't remember that this was what it was doing before, but okay. Oh yeah. I can get unstable currents. Yeah, this entire set of skills is like a whole gold mine. I think I'll do unstable currents first. Yeah, let's do unstable currents first. Because, yeah, if I level this up, then I have another source of damage aside from just chain lightning. And Wings of the Creator. Alright, now I'm ready. I can also turn this in. And all these. Cool. I already have no wait, I don't have a potion active. I had the Draught of Whispers active. I mistook that for the potion. Oops. Okay, now we can get a bit more XP from monster kills. Yeah, it just takes a little bit of time to finish this, but we kind of need to do it. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I need to get a point into Fireball because Fireball is what I'm going to run with my as my enchantment slot once it's unlocked, so that I get more AoE. Yeah, but we're gonna get skill points crazy fast once we're done here. So, yeah, I just wish these spawns were faster. Like, it takes forever for them to show up. But all good. Pyromancy Cache, Wandering, hey, legendary. This one is also. Well, yeah, this is better than what I'm using right now, and it even has a better roll on the Tenuous Destruction, but yeah, I'm not going to go through trouble of retempering it. Right now, at least. Okay, speak with Galena. I still need mana per second on my other items, so I'm keeping an eye out for that, from items that I pick up. Here we are.
Now we may breathe a little easier.
Okay, that brings us to level 16, and then here's collection of amulets. Normally I would do materials, but kind of need an amulet because I don't really have one right now. So the Whisperers ended over there, so now we're gonna pick the one that spawned most recently. It's this area. I don't have a waypoint active next to it, but I mean, Nevesk is pretty close by. I will go to Nevesk in a second. I just want to see if there's anything else I can grab here. Collection of amulets and salvage cache. Sure. Okay. Maximum life damage, maximum resource, intelligence, and maximum resource. Sure. So with this one, right, I think this is highest priority first. I should temper and try to see if I can get the right roll on worldly stability, because this is the only other slot where I can get resource cost reduction. There it is. So now that I've gotten the right roll on the first one, I can put, I don't know, Edge Masters. All my damage is coming from skills. Well, most of the damage, I guess, is coming from skills. Then we can throw on Natural Finesse, and we have a pretty solid amulet here. And not just additive damage, but multiplicative damage boost too. Maximum resource. Do I have anything to like sub that out for? Not really. There's like mana on kill, but I don't care about that. About my pants. Can I get mana per second on it? No, I can't. And my boots. gonna try to roll for mana per second. Why not? I was hoping for +2. Try a couple more times here. 2 mana per second. Okay. Um, I'm doing this now rather than later on these like lower tier items so that I can stop looking at loot. 2 mana per second. So 2 mana per second, 2 mana per second, and I think my chest armor for whatever reason still hasn't rolled any such modifier. I think chest armors can roll it, but not pants for some reason. Okay. I'm gonna salvage everything and then I'm gonna head over to Nevesk. Nevesk. Again, this season with all the reward caches that we get, well, I mean, the whispers that you complete and just the seasonal zone giving you every possible material imaginable along with equipment. You're never really going to be starved for, like, things that you need to use for salvaging. Intelligence, yeah, I don't, like, this would be a better ring to switch to, but I don't need it. I have everything well, most of the things that I need here. Okay, I have 2 more points. I can toss them into, right. So I'm gonna try to max out my ultimate first, and then I'll go get whatever other nodes are in there, just to boost my damage even further. Okay. Already at apparently 8 out of 10 Grim favors. I really don't understand how that works. Like, I don't know where they're starting to count from. If like, this is some weird math because I should be starting at 0 out of 10, but I'm already at 8 out of 10. And earlier, on the first time that I did this, I had like, I was at 2 out of 6 Grim favors, and then I did 1 set of whispers that gave me 3 Grim favors, and it put me up to 5 out of 6. That was kind of expected, but now I don't know where these numbers are coming from. Chest armor. Yes, we finally found one. Yeah, I'm gonna hit all the exposed routes. Again, we gotta do these hand in hand. Chest armor. Hey, this one has 2 mana per second. Okay, perfect. Now I think I don't have to look at loot anymore, right? Quest complete. Whispers in the wind. Yeah, we're done here, so I guess I can head out. Try to see if there's anything else I need, but I don't think so. Hey, let's get out of here. Hey, speak with Kalen.
For me,
Progress with the whispers. Speak with Una. And then I need to go over to Una and Skosglen. Really am kind of curious to see how quickly I'll make it to level 60, if this is any quicker than what I was doing with the Barbarian, since I'm doing all these activities, but it also involves a lot of running around. I think that's the main problem. There's a lot of time spent running. In fact, there's so much time spent running that I'm beginning to think that, yeah, I might have been better off, like, just spamming the headhunts once I do, like, the first quest for the reward caches. The thing is, like, later on, it takes longer and longer to get to the other quests.
Memories are all the like.
Yeah. So, what I mean is that I think the first quest, after the first quest, I need like 6 Grim Favors. Then I need to get 8 Grim Favors, and then it goes 10, and then 20. And at some point, there's gonna be like a routine between running the quest and this.
Poor souls. They reek of the tree.
What's my
Of the
mana cost? That's 25.
and it still burns.
I'm casting like about once per second, and my mana per second is 16. I get 2 per kill. Okay. So doing a lot better now than I was at the very beginning. Wish I could use like a elixir of resourcefulness too, but well, whatever. I mean, I could. I think I have enough materials to craft it. I think that's an option. I think I need to be like level 20 though to use it. So we'll get that very soon. At this point, I might not even need the crackling energy anymore. Ooh, got a replacement. Yeah, I lose out on my additive damage bonus, but my base damage goes way up. Potion cooldown is way more bearable. I don't want my cooldown or evade cooldown to go up. They'll just slow me down. Might actually have too much damage here. I should probably just put teleport back on. I was using tenuous destruction, but since I'm giving myself access to all of the aspects, I might as well just replace that for something else if I can manage it. Okay. We will put these back on, but don't have flame shield though. Maybe I'll get a point in over to flame shield. Yep, there. Yep. Shaw band, golden trunks. All my stuff is good. I'm just gonna leave it. All right. Oops. And here's the last set of exposed roots. One of the reasons why I like Chain Lightning as a leveling tool, even though it's lower, well, it doesn't have as much damage as, let's say, Incinerate, and it... Oh, I forgot to put on Fireball. There we go. Now things should go a lot quicker. Oh, rookie mistakes, but whatever, we'll get in there. Yeah, so one of the reasons why I like Chain Lightning as a leveling tool rather than, let's say, like Incinerate. Incinerate has more damage and, generally speaking, requires less mana. But Chain Lightning, you don't have to aim it. So whenever you throw one, it'll just go and seek out monsters in your behalf. I think that's way easier and way quicker than having to go and burn every individual monster. That's how I feel about it. Yeah, we're at the point where my mana is regenerating like about as quickly as I'm using it up. So this is perfect. Or almost perfect. There. Yeah. This is kind of how I want the build to be. Okay, dungeon cleared, and then I need to talk to Una. Return him to the tree. And we get a full level up from that. We'll port back to Tree of Whispers. And we'll see what else they need here. Yep. Oh. Thought I need to go back to Tree of Whispers, but I guess I don't. Do I care about any of these? This thing gives me mana per second, but I already have mana per second, so... I think I can stop picking everything up now, right? And I'm gonna replace Tenuous Destruction with something else, too. Do I have Elementalists yet? No, I don't. I think that might be the only one that I have that's relevant at the moment. I can do, like, Aspect of Elements, but... Increase damage with Barrier active? I mean, I don't always have Barrier active. Well, sure. Let's do Aspect of Elements. And for this one, 18. Yeah, why not? Like, I can afford to put whatever I want on. Let's just do Conceited. So every time I activate Frost Armor, suddenly, or Ice Armor, I mean, I'll have a lot more damage on hand. Okay, I think I went to this area earlier, right? I think think I already made some progress on some of these whispers. It's one of the reasons why I had selected this oak. And I forgot one other thing. Glad that there's a blacksmith here. Let's temper. Damage to close. Yeah, we may have to stop repeatedly tempering. I think this is one of the other things that slows me down. Like I have like more than enough damage now, like across the board. I have tons of damage from all of my equipment, even if I don't factor in my weapon, like plus damage on it. So I just need to get a stick with the highest amount of damage, and that's the only thing I need to look out for now. I'm probably not gonna look at gear anymore. I can also grab like an elixir with resource cost reduction if I want, but I think maybe attack speed might even be better. If I even care for which elixir I'm using.
Seems kind of
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah, it's nice to have unlimited mana here. Yeah, see, I don't even need to have Chain Lightning. I think Chain Lightning had this thing here, Destructive Chain Lightning. Could have used that, but don't really see a point when I'm already able to like one-tap everything here. And speaking of one-tapping everything, I guess I can get some points into conduction. Greedy for damage still. I need coursing currents to increase my chances of critical strike. I think that goes hand in pretty well hand in hand with generating the like crackling energy, so I can get more mana. Like the main limiting factor on Sorcerer whenever you're leveling. There we go. Here's the Lost Wisps. I don't usually run this, but there just happens to be like a lot of whispers in this area, so I'll make an exception this once for the Lost Wisps. Usually don't like to do this one. I'm 8 out of 10 on this. Wow. I kind of wonder if I picked like Subo, what would happen? Like because Subo actually, oh okay, I'm done. Subo reveals where all the monsters are, so if I ran Chain Lightning with Subo, that might have actually been even better. Because then he would reveal where all the monsters are, then I'd throw a Chain Lightning in each direction, and that would have me covered. Collector in favor, 7 out of 20. That doesn't look right at all. I don't know where this math is coming from. I don't understand it because it started off at 4 out of 20, right? And I just turned in like Whispers of the Dead. Okay, here's a Rooted Cocoon. Have I done the Husk one yet? Yeah, I did the Husk. Alright. Well, move on then. Hey, there's the guard. I can teleport past it now. Ooh, a lot of XP here. Chance to stun enemies for 3 seconds. Sure. We'll max this out so that we can get some crits. And guarantee that, in turn, that we get our crackling energy. A collection of two-handed weapons. Let's see what we've got here. Yeah, this is a nice increase to base damage. But, yeah, I'll... Ooh, what's this? Lightning Rod. Yeah, Lightning Rod aspect. 25% chance to deal increased damage. Now, let's put this on. Or we might even just salvage it. Yeah, might even just break it. Okay. That is a bunch of them. There's like so many different ones to choose from. I haven't done guard yet, or I haven't finished the guard, so This one's free. Oh yeah, Scouring Cauldron's just beside me. So there's like 4 different ones, and there's like the Raven beside me too. So I can do all of these back to back here. Scouring Cauldron. Hey Aaron, are you still here? You're an Animal Bro streaming machine? Not really. I mean, I did take a few breaks in between earlier. But, yeah. I appreciate it though. But, just doing... Well, just doing my part in the new season. That's really it. Does it even matter how much damage I'm doing to this guy? Yeah, I think that if I were to set up my character a little bit more properly, I could do a lot of damage and maybe even kill it myself more quickly, but not strong enough yet. Okay, gonna run patrol, and I'm gonna look at my gear while I do it. Ooh, intelligence max for resource damage, and then using a cooldown restores mana. But at this point, with my current setup, my Chain Lightning is 26 mana cost, and I'm getting like, what, 16 mana. And Crackling Energy, I don't really seem to be running out of mana all that much anymore. So, I don't think I need that. Staff, though. The strongest weapon I have at the moment. There we go. Done. Gonna pop open these exposed roots and turn in Raven of the Tree.
It is done.
Collection of materials. Although Chaos is probably the best option here, just because I already have all the materials that I need on this account. But yeah, if this were a normal run where, you know, this was actually like a brand new character, then I would run materials without question. But in this case, I should really be doing Chaos. Okay, so I will flag this really quickly. Well, maybe I'll do both of these. I need to go down here. Like I'm already really close to maxing out my Grim Favors again, so I'd like to do that if possible, get very close to it. Yeah, already level 25 and we're like an hour into the run. Maybe we'll reach level 30 even by the end of the hour. I'm counting like just gameplay time, not the time I spent at the beginning like talking about what my plan is. A lot of talking, but again, if somebody wants to make a Chain Lightning Sorcerer, then I want them to know, kind of give them like the need to knows. That's important to me too. I love having teleport. It's gonna feel bad going back to the less mobile classes like Druid. But yeah, Druid has trample, but it's just trample there. Yep. Just keep throwing Chain Lightnings. There we are. Maxed out. Exposed roots. Oh, I managed to uproot a cocoon, but I'm just gonna avoid that. I don't think I care. Is there another Whisper I'm missing? No. Alright. Well, let's head back then. I think there's gonna be another ritual too. And more like talking, so I'll use that opportunity to sort through my gear.
I can break that down.
Oh, are all the weapons I got like lower item power? Yes, they are.
Come on, you moldy noggins. Knock 'em. Where'd they hide their rock?
Speak with Una.
I made my oath to.
What? Did it? I think it bugged out. I tried to skip the conversation and now I'm stuck here in this state for some reason. I can't even hit escape. Okay, well I just got disconnected. was weird. Hmm. Really bizarre there.